Is the year 2021 or 1984? I can't tell. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about Health and Human Services Secretary Javier Becerra saying that your vaccination status is most certainly the business of the federal government. Now, before I go any further, I got to back up a little bit here to explain to you what's going on, just so we're on the same page with each other. Now, a few days ago, the Biden administration announced that they're going to be going door to door to, I guess, encourage Americans to get vaccinated.
The president will outline 5 areas his team is focused on to get more Americans vaccinated. 1, targeted community by community door-to-door outreach to get remaining Americans vaccinated by ensuring they have the information they need on how both safe and accessible the vaccine is.
Now, this kind of rang some alarms in the heads of some. It's like, wait a minute, I don't really want that. That's not really how I think things should go. That's not really your business. If I want to go get the shot, I'll go get it. If I don't, then I don't. That should be my choice, right? It's not mandatory yet, at least, but different story. I'll move on. Now, Javier Becerra went on CNN to talk about this whole thing, and the question was raised to him. The interviewer was saying, hey, some Americans don't really like this. They're saying this is an invasion of privacy. We're not really with it. And he had a few choice words for critics of this method of being able to encourage Americans to get the vaccine. But before I go any further, let's roll the clip. In this clip, you'll see and hear from Javier Becerra. You'll hear his words that are reacting and responding to those that are not really feeling this whole thing with the vaccination, door knocking. After we get done with that, I'll come back. I'll talk about what he said there. Then I give you the rest of my 2 cents, my deep, detailed analysis, and then I'll wrap it on up with a nice bow on top. So without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
Perhaps we should point out that the federal government has had to spend trillions of dollars to try to keep Americans alive during this pandemic. So it is absolutely the government's business. It is taxpayers' business if we have to continue to spend money to try to keep people from contracting COVID and helping reopen the economy. And so it is our business to try to make sure Americans can prosper, Americans can freely associate, and knocking on a door has never been against the law. You don't have to answer, but we hope you do, because if you haven't been vaccinated, we can help dispel some of those rumors that you've heard and hopefully get you vaccinated.
All right, so you saw that, you heard that. Now, this is really crazy. Straight away, elephant in the room. I thought whatever I did in a hospital or a clinic or something like that was between me and the medical professional. That's what I thought it was. I didn't think that my status should be displayed to the federal government or to anyone else. That's what I thought. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know everything. If I'm wrong about that, let me know in the comments below. But one thing he said there was pretty creepy. And this is not even really about the virus, the vaccine, or whatever. This goes to that the government and the welfare state. I'll explain. He's saying, hey, we're spending all this money to get everybody vaccinated. Yeah, it's our business because we're spending the money. Oh, okay. So if you're giving me money for food, clothing, shelter, everything else, if you're giving out these stimmies and if you're keeping me afloat, basically, then whatever goes on in my life is your business. My welfare is your business because you're taking care of me. You're paying for it. So that's kind of how that goes. When you allow the federal government to have so much control over your everyday life, they're going to have control over your everyday life. If they're going to give you a thing, if they're going to put you in a position, they can take that thing away from you. They can take the position away from you. That's why I don't like big government. Now, I'm no anarchist, so don't get it twisted, but I'm all in favor of smaller government, less intrusive government. Do the basic things. Get my roads together. You know, they keep talking about having higher taxes because we got to get infrastructure and my roads, all this, that, and the third. I've been hearing that same jazz for many, many years, yet I'm running over these gigantic sinkhole-sized potholes every single day. So it's like, where's the money really going? But that's a whole different ball of wax. So I digress. The whole point is that the more you give to the government, the more control they have over you as an individual. Now, to go back to the earlier clip about, the targeted neighborhoods, targeted vaccination outreach, I think something similar to this already happened in Tennessee, but it wasn't a vaccine. I think it was just a test. Right when the test first came out, they were trying to get everybody tested, get everybody safe or whatever. This is back when they had the little tents. Remember the tents running the hospital? You could just drive through, get your test or whatever, and be out. They had this rocket scientist, 3,000 IQ, genius level plan to deploy the National Guard in full uniform to like the projects, some of these real low income, black and brown, poor white areas, to ask people to get tested. Now, I don't normally do this. You guys know me. When these groups like the NAACP, Congressional Black Caucus, and whatnot, when they're brought up, I'm like, man, they're trash. They don't do anything. They're outdated. But in this particular case, I got to give a big shout out to the NAACP out here in Tennessee. They did a very good job. When this was first proposed, it was just kind of being kicked around. I think it may have been on the news. They were going to do this. When the NAACP found out, they intervened and they stopped it. The NAACP were like, if you go in full uniform to the project talking about get this test, it's going to intimidate them to the point where they think they got to get it. So don't do that. Have testing available, have it accessible, and if they want to go get it, then they can go get it. That's what they did. They scrapped that plan to actually go door to door in full uniform talking about, come get this test. They had testing sites set up. That makes the most sense. It's totally free. If you want it, go up there and get it, and it's no problem. That is the way that it should be. And I think they did that method in Florida and other states as well. Throughout the nation, they've done that with the testing and also the vaccination. DeSantis did that in Florida with the Publix. Remember that whole story about, he gave the vaccine to Publix because it was a quid pro quo? No. There were so many Publix in Florida, it just made sense. And he wanted to get the elderly the vaccination first if they wanted it because they were the most at risk. And most of the Publix were like between 1.5 miles of most of the seniors, like 90% of the seniors in the state. So it just made sense. That's the way you do it. Have it easily accessible, have it free to where it's no fuss, no muss. Within 1.5 miles, you can walk there, catch a ride or whatever. That's the way it should be rather than going door to door. That can be very intimidating. Somebody might not want it, or maybe they do want it, but they don't want to feel pressure. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, maybe somebody just kind of late to the game. They were kind of hesitant, but then they were given more information, more research, and they say, you know what? All right, I want to go get it. But then when somebody comes to their house, it's like, now I'm feeling intimidated. Now I'm feeling scared. I'm not really trying to do it. So this whole plan, I'm not really sure who came up with it, but that might not be the best way to go. If you want to get everybody this shot, have it be accessible, and then let everybody make their own mind up. That's the way it should be. Whether you want to get it or not, that's your business. Everybody has their reasons. I'm not here to judge nobody. All I'm saying is go about things the right way. Don't be so authoritative in your push to get this whole thing out there. Make it accessible, make it easy, and have that be that. Don't be like Javier Becerra talking about, oh, we paying for it, you better go get it. Or don't even allude to anything like that. This is not, Cuba, China, or nothing like that. We are a free nation, last time I checked. Let's not devolve into a prison state or anything of the sort. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? How do you feel about what Javier Becerra said about, well, we paying for it, so it is what it is? Whatever your thoughts on that are, let me know in the comments below. How do you feel about this plan in general to go door to door? Is that the right way to go? Whatever your thoughts on that are, let me know in the comments below. You guys pretty much know where I'm at. If it's about trying to get more people vaccinated, more exposed, or aware of vaccinations, just do some marketing and have it available. Have it accessible. But don't intimidate people. Don't do that. Don't make people feel like it's not really a choice. Because like I said, we're not to the level of China yet. And knock on wood, hopefully we don't get to that particular point anytime soon. We still have freedom in this country, and we're going to exercise that freedom when we feel like the freedom is being infringed upon, then it's like, right? See, I might have even been kind of on the fence, kind of yay or nay. That'll just push me to nay. So your actual objective, what you're trying to accomplish, is not going to be accomplished by going about it that way. That's just my humble opinion, but whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.